An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Well done is better than well said. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. Lost time is never found again. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. He that can have patience can have what he will. Energy and persistence conquer all things. Do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. Diligence is the mother of good luck. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. When you're finished changing, you're finished. The doors of wisdom are never shut. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. You may delay, but time will not. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Happiness consists more in small conveniences or pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom. A penny saved is a penny earned. Honesty is the best policy. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. Hide not your talents. They for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Freedom is not a gift bestowed upon us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. He that is good at making excuses is seldom good at anything else. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. What you seem to be really. The only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Words may show a man's wit, but actions his meaning. Beware the hobby that eats. Time is money. The best way to see faith is to shut the eye of reason. To err is human. To repent, divine. To persist, devilish. God helps those who help themselves. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is strong? He that conquers himself. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. Experience keeps a dear school, but fools will learn in no other. Distrust and caution are the parents of security. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. He who falls in love with himself will have no rivals. Where liberty dwells, there is my country. It is the working man who is the happy man. It is the idle man who is the miserable man. Eat to please yourself, but dress to please others. Content makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. A place for everything, everything in its place. Necessity never made a good bargain. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water. The Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. There are 3 faithful friends: an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. The discontented man finds no easy chair. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. The eye of the master will do more work than both his hands. An open foe may prove a curse, but a pretended friend is worse. Beware of the young doctor and the old barber. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. The absent are never without fault, nor the present without excuse. Life is a kind of chess, with struggle, competition, good and ill events. There never was a good war or a bad peace. Eat not to dullness, drink not to elevation. Think of these things: whence you came, where you are going, and to whom you must account. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. In wine, there is wisdom. In beer, there is freedom. In water, there is bacteria. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. The only way to have a friend is to be one. We do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. If you would be loved, love, and be lovable. When the people find that they can vote themselves money, that will herald the end of the republic. Write injuries in dust, benefits in marble. Keep thy shop, and thy shop will keep thee. He that has begun has half done. Drive thy business, let it not drive thee. Who is rich? He that rejoices in his portion. A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Sell not virtue to purchase wealth, nor liberty to purchase power. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. Honest men are the soft, easy cushions on which knaves repose and fatten. If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. When you run in debt, you give another power over your liberty. Trouble knocked at the door, but hearing laughter, hurried away. Doing an injury puts you below your enemy. Revenging one makes you even with him. Forgiving it sets you above him. A true friend is the best possession. When the well's dry, we know the worth of water. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two things. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. Be studious in your profession, and you will be learned. Be industrious and frugal, and you will be rich. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows or judge all he sees. There are no gains without pains. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having it. He that is of the opinion money will do everything may well be suspected of doing everything for money. A small leak will sink a great ship. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is strong? He that overcomes his bad habits. Who is rich? He that is content with what he has. Who is that? Nobody. He that rises late must trot all day and shall scarce overtake his business at night. Want of care does us more damage than want of knowledge. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. The noblest question in the world is, what good may I do in it? Let the child's first lesson be obedience, and the second will be what thou wilt. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future. Search others for their virtues and thyself for thy vices. The things which hurt, instruct. If you desire many things will seem but a few. Wise men don't need advice, fools won't take it. Money never made a man happy yet, nor will it. The more a man has, the more he wants. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Contentment makes poor men rich. Discontentment makes rich men poor. It is easier to suppress the first desire than to satisfy all that follow it. A countryman between two lawyers is like a fish between two cats. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. He that drinks his cider alone, let him catch his horse alone. An egg today is better than a hen tomorrow. The discontented man finds no easy chair. In this world nothing is certain except death and taxes. He that is rich need not live sparingly. and he that can live sparingly need not be rich. Do good to your friends to keep them, to your enemies to win them. A brother may not be a friend, but a friend will always be a brother. Let thy discontents be thy secrets. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. If you want to be remembered after you are dead, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Experience is the best teacher, but a fool will learn from no other. No nation was ever ruined by trade. Employ thy time well if thou meanest to gain leisure. As we must account for every idle word, so must we account for every idle silence. If you look younger than your age, it means that you have to face the difficulties of the time very well. A man wrapped up in himself makes a very small bundle.